DF4, and I want to do a brief video on what I consider to be a good deadfall. I've got some examples here. Got a log, a flat piece of plank, a flat stone, and a log cabin cage-like trap for live trapping. Okay, now there's three things that you need to consider when you're looking for a deadfall. The first thing you need to consider is the weight. Your weight needs to be 2 to 3 times that of your prey. Number two, you need to consider the length of your deadfall, because you want to be able to get your prey completely underneath it so that you have a quick, clean kill. The last thing is you want to look for is actually a wide base. And the reason for the wide base is because when you have a figure 4 deadfall type trap, you've got a single pivot point here. And if you don't have the wide base, it'll tend to roll one way or the other. Now there's a way to fix that, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But I'll give you an example of what it happens. If you look at it, it tends to roll one way or the other. And say you are lucky enough to get it where it'll actually stay. What will happen a lot of times is a wind or something will blow it over, come back and your trap's laying sideways on the ground. So again, if you look at all these deadfalls, notice that I've chosen them with wide bases, even the cage down there. Now the cage there, that's great for live trapping. You can also use a laundry basket, you can use a milk crate, you can use a cardboard box. So really, you have a lot of options there. Now over here, this is the example of what you do if you don't have a wide base. You end up putting 2 stakes in the ground and then a cross support. Now I don't particularly like these because what happens when your deadfall falls, it tends to slide along the stakes, and what that does is actually slows it down. So it's not a real quick trap. Now let's say you're out there and you can't find a log, you can't find a flat stone, but you got plenty of branches and trees out there. What we've done here is actually cut a 3-foot length piece of willow, and it's green, so it's still nice and springy. And then at the base end here, we actually staked it down to the ground, and that'll actually hold it so that it slams down. You can also shove this underneath a heavy rock or under a heavy log, and that'll actually secure it downward too. Okay, so come up, little critter grabs it. You can see that one's nice and quick. So anyway, those are a few ideas on what makes a good deadfall. Really, your imagination's the limit. Again, remember 3 things: weight, length, and then a wide base. And what I do is when I'm actually out hiking around, I just kind of look for these things. If you have any comments or questions, please list them below. Love to hear from you. And thank you for watching.